Thanks, guys, and welcome back to Thursday night's edition of Daily Iowan TV. Matt side.
Tomorrow, the Iowa wrestling team will head to Golden Gopher territory, where the 100th meeting between those two schools couldn't come at a better time.
Iowa sits respectively in the #1 spot according to the NCAA rankings, and Minnesota trails the Hawkeyes, sitting right behind in the #2 seed. After the impressive show with a final team score of 38-3, an individual win for the Hawkeyes against a defending national champ, and 2 bouts that went to overtime against Northwestern, this duel is something wrestling fans won't want to miss. Here's a preview. The 10-0 Iowa Hawkeyes look to maintain their record as they head to the barn to take on the also 10-0 Minnesota Golden Gophers. Some notable key matchups start in the 133-pound weight class with #5 ranked Corey Clark and #1 ranked Chris Dardanes. Clark rebounded after his loss against Illinois' Zane Richards and has a lot to prove going up against Dardanes, the senior, who looks to maintain his undefeated record. Following this bout, Dardanes' brother Nick will face the #5 ranked Josh Jeva. Nick sits in the #4 seed right above Jeva at 5, who seems to have found some confidence since the beginning of the season, and this match could ultimately come down to a road test for the Hawkeyes. The Minnesota favorite comes in at 157 with the senior Dylan Ness. For Michael Kelly, this could be the ultimate test, seeing as Ness hopes to put up big points for the team score. The senior bout to look for is #4 ranked Minnesota's Logan Storley against #2 ranked Iowa's Mike Evans. Storley is coming off a loss against Penn State and is known for performing well at home, but against Evans and his undefeated record, it'll all come down to a fight. The last matchup to look for is in the 197-pound weight class. Minnesota's #6 Scott Schiller owned Iowa's 3rd-ranked Nathan Burak last year in a major decision. Similar to the 174 weight class, Schiller is coming off a loss, and hosting the duel in the barn could be the perfect fuel to his fire. In the end, it'll come down to bonus points for each team capturing as many as they can in the individual bouts that will hopefully separate from the tight bouts, claiming who is the best in the Big Ten and who remains undefeated.
Now, Chelsea, for these two teams to remain undefeated, it's going to take all 10 bouts, and there's no doubt that each lineup is filled with individual talent. All 10 individuals in each weight class listed for the Hawkeyes are ranked within the top 15 according to Intermat.com. 3 Hawkeyes hold the #2 spot, including Brandon Sorensen, earning his position against Northwestern last weekend. Also, Mike Evans along with heavyweight Bobby Telford.
Minnesota has 8 wrestlers in the top 20 with 2 Gophers, both Chris Dardanes and Dylan Ness, who sit in the #1 seed. Iowa leads the series 70-26, but the Gophers have won the last 2 dual matchups.
It will also come down to swing matches. Those will be key in securing a team win. And senior Mike Evans knows exactly how important his match at 174 pounds could be. Zach Mackey has more.
When #1 and #2 are pinned up against each other, it always comes down to a couple of swing matches. And the Hawks are hoping to get the swing matches in their way. Iowa's Mike Evans knows how big his 174-pound bout is going to be for the duel on Friday.
I like a little extra pressure, a little extra incentive to get up for it, but I mean, it's Minnesota. How much incentive do you need?
Evans is currently ranked 2nd in the nation, although he'll be going up against a pretty good wrestler for Minnesota. He's going up against the #4 ranked wrestler in the country, Logan Storley, and Storley leads the series between these two 2-1.
He's mat savvy. He's slick. He's an opportunist. Makes those kind of guys hard to wrestle. Those kind of guys, you really got to pick up your pace and put them down early and put them down every chance you get.
Evans is currently one of 2 Hawkeyes undefeated on the year, a stat that he says he doesn't pay much attention to.
You know, I guess that's my longest streak, I think, but I don't really pay attention to it.
Evans is ready to travel to Minneapolis on Friday.
We're going to go into their arena, and we're going to hear a bunch of boos, and we're going to hear a huge crowd, and then we're going to shut them up.
To stay updated throughout this duel, make sure to follow our Twitter account at DI Sports Desk. We'll be tweeting live from Williams Arena with the matchup set to begin at 6.
And for post-duel reaction, make sure to check our blog at DailyIowanSports.com Sunday when Daily Iowan TV returns. We'll have more about the results of this meet and from Iowa hoops as the Hawkeyes take on #6 Wisconsin on Saturday. Austin and Nick, back to you guys at the desk.